Hi, my name is Felix Cabaldica. I work at Independence Elementary School located in Southgate, California. At Independence, I have a MDO class. I work with the moderate to severe population, grades TK all the way up to 5th grade, and I love it. This will be my second year back at Independence Elementary School, but due to coronavirus, I'm teaching from home, and there's been a lot of changes. One of those main changes is that I no longer have a classroom that's at Independence. I actually brought that classroom into my own home. And I had to set up a workspace that's not only conducive to myself, but for my students. Let's check it out. There it is. There's my backdrop that I use every day for my Zoom lessons. And there's my desk. I was doing lessons from my couch with a backdrop, but that hurt my back. So I made sure to get myself a nice chair and a nice desk so I could be well supported and not slouch in my videos. When I conduct synchronous learning, I utilize Zoom. And this is pretty much what you would see. I would have my backdrop set up right behind me. I'd be sitting down in my chair just like this. And I would have the camera from Zoom pointing at me just like this. These are some of the things that you would see in my backdrop. I have my alphabet located here, today's day, feelings chart, a normal calendar, colors, and numbers. Usually every morning I sing the alphabet song and I'll point to each letter of the alphabet. Each day we would change the day of the week. Every day, every morning we would ask the students how they feel today. And, of course, a calendar. I would use the numbers and the colors to just point as a reference. Now that you kind of have an idea of what my workspace looks like, let's actually take a look at my Schoology and my Zoom to actually give you a better feel of what goes on in my classroom. So let's get started with my Schoology page. As you guys can see, I have a Bitmoji classroom listed right here with my Bitmoji. And as you can also tell, my cursor and my mouse button is super big. So when I do zooms, everybody can see what I'm pointing at. But let's get started. My website is automatically linked to my Class Dojo. And for a blog, I actually posted a Meet the Teacher. And if you click on that, boom, is my Meet the Teacher profile. Awesome. Since I teach grades TK all the way to 5th, I actually have to have a different separate course for each grade level. So let's check out my TK, my 1st, my 2nd, and my 5th grades. Even though some grades only have 1 or 2 students, I still have to have separate courses for them. I labeled each course with a Bitmoji and the corresponding grade on the picture to make it easier for myself and my students. Since TK is the first one on the list, I actually use this course as my sandbox/guinea pig section. So if you click on that, it will bring you to this page. Now, I have it set up where I'm viewing everything as a student right now. So basically, this is exactly what you would see as a student. What I try to do is once assignments are completed, I unpublish them. That's why you really don't see too many assignments here. But let's take a look at the teacher view. Taking a look at things at teacher view can be a little crazy at first, but let's get into it. I right here have a banner set up on all my courses, as you guys can see. So let's click on 1st grade and 5th grade. So basically everything is all set up the same, but what I utilize my TK course for is my guinea pig/sandbox. So it's going to be packed with a bunch of different things. Now, when it's time for me to actually post certain lessons, I basically just copy everything from TK into the other courses, make it easier for myself. But my TK student does not see certain things, such as, oh my, let's check that out. All these courses set up. But let's not get ahead of things. First and foremost, we'll see here a banner. Each course is going to have the same banner. I basically have my Bitmoji and the school logo. And then right here on every page, I have a quick link board. So basically, if you click on each picture, it will take you to a specific site. So right there's the unique curriculum, Class Dojo, Independence Elementary School webpage, and Schoology. Awesome. To make things a lot easier, I actually included a daily Zoom link. So basically, this hyperlinks each student to our daily Zoom. Now, the most important thing about this is, hold on, let's check it out. Each student is basically automatically taken attendance and present once they click on Schoology and sign in through the Zoom link, which is awesome. After the daily Zoom link, you'll see here another important thing is my class schedule. If we take a look at the class schedule, it's always openly available. I kept it very vague just so students and parents don't get confused, but that's basically the class schedule. The next thing is probably one of the most important things that I've created and added to my Schoology. I use this every single day in my classroom. And this is a virtual classroom. So if we click on Mr. C's virtual classroom, it brings you to me and my virtual classroom. Let's check it out. I utilize Google Slides to broadcast my virtual classroom because it makes things a lot smoother. And when I'm sharing my screen on Zoom, it gets a full picture with high resolution. So let's take a quick skim of my virtual classroom. I usually sing each and every one of these songs. And here I walk through just a basic morning routine. Each song is a song that I focus on every week just to help my moderate to severe students remember certain things. And that's pretty much my virtual classroom. Another big part of my synchronous learning is right here, the unique learning system, which is also known as the alternate curriculum. The alternate curriculum is awesome. It sets up different lessons and topics for each month. So right now we're focusing on the September lessons. Usually I try to select 5 out of these lessons here to teach my students. A lot of repetition is utilized in my classroom so my students can remember certain things like key concepts, main characters, and key vocabulary. If we go back to Schoology, I have also set up a lot of options for asynchronous learning. I added a bunch of applications here that students can access on the side. Also, I have added different things for our letters and our numbers to focus on our mathematics and our English learning. For example, if you click the letter of the week, I ask students to utilize a letter classroom. Each letter classroom is going to have the letter of the week with interactive icons, as you guys can see here. Each icon will bring you to a different page on Safe YouTube, which is awesome. And I also ask them to do their asynchronous assignments, something like this. The first assignment is to find something that starts with the letter B. Students haven't submitted it yet, but students would select a picture of themselves with something that starts with the letter B, which is awesome. And for another assignment, I have them type in 3 words that start with the letter B. For mathematics, I have right here a folder that says Let's Count. So let's check it out. Once you click on that, every course is going to have the virtual math manipulative sheet. All of these right here are interactive icons that will bring you to certain applications to teach mathematics. Right here, as you can see, I have Let's Learn Numbers. And if you click on Let's Learn the number 1, for example, it will take you to a page with 2 interactive videos and another assignment. Let's find one of something. And how do you spell the number 1? Please type it 3 times. And that concludes the tour of my virtual learning classroom setup. I hope you guys enjoyed.